hits now. Intro music. I should probably shout out our intro beat maker too at some point.
Do it.
Right now. Like now
Yes.
is okay. Strata, God Strata Beats. You can find them on SoundCloud.
How do you spell that?
SD. No, that's not right. STRADA. Strata. Stradfather. Just Google that. Stradfather Productions.
On SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud.
Want some whiskey?
I'll take the huge.
A finger?
Okay, first of all, you know what just rocked my world today?
Michael Jackson.
Never. I just Googled how many birds there are in the world. Take a rough guess how many birds per human there are in this world.
You mean bird species or birds
Like actual birds.
2 billion?
Per person?
You're losing your
Am
mic.
Yeah, I've been losing it. Son of a gun.
It's the bottom. Right here.
Tighten this bad boy up.
So while you're fixing that,
Yeah, just confused everybody.
listen to this sound. Delicious.
That's good stuff.
It's a brand new bottle of Jameson whiskey, yeah? Lad. Sounds delish.
I'm glad when we were giving away mics that you gave me the malfunctioning one. Just kidding. I wanted the gold one.
I was about to say, if you would have gone with the standard, non-fancy.
Non-GMO.
So I called up John
Boom.
since the last podcast.
Yeah. Is this what's wrong?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Why are you laughing at me then?
It's just so high now.
Oh.
Mine is kind of cool, like low.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway, I called up John. Was like, need a new bottle. Delivered. Boom. Done. Birds. 2 billion.
No, I'm saying per person.
What do you mean? Like the ratio?
Yeah.
One person to 4 birds.
There's 4 birds per human being.
Boom.
You think so?
Guessed it.
You're wrong. There's 40 to 60. There's an uprising coming, and we're closing our frickin' eyes to it. Birds are about to take over.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Birds, by Hitchcock? Cheers. Prost.
No, because guess what, Rudy? One of my all-time worst fears is birds, so why would I watch a movie about my fear?
Are birds really your fear?
Yeah. And now I'm in my head even more because I just looked up this stupid fact. I don't even know why I did it. I was just out on the sidewalk. I was like, I'm going to see how many birds there are per person. 40 to 60. Granted, like a lot of them probably in, Africa where there's not a lot of people. So let's lower that into the U.S. 20 per person. You think you can take on 20 birds at a time?
If they're hummingbirds, yes.
I don't think you could take on a hummingbird.
If they're
20 of
crows,
them?
if they're crows, no
Crows
way.
would demolish you.
One crow will demolish you.
Yeah, I'd swing on one crow and fight a good fight. But multiple crows, no thank you. Multiple any bird, no thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's like cats.
oh, cats, that's another one of my...
Cats, it will just go straight for the eye.
I have these recurring nightmares that cats will attach themselves right here in this little fatty part of your hand. And in my dream, I'm shaking them off. I'm trying to hit them. They will not suffer defeat. I hit them against things and it's no, I wouldn't hurt a cat like that in real life. But in my dreams,
You have strange
scary.
kind of phobias.
Yeah,
Birds
I'm not
and
big
cats and-
cat guy. Yeah.
Well, cats take care of birds. No, that's just a cartoon thing, right?
No, we have a cat out here.
Does she kill birds?
He kills everything,
Oh, okay.
which I'm glad for.
Okay.
He just roams around killing things. Nothing's shown up on my doorstep yet, so I'm pretty happy about that. You know what else I found out today? Or no, I found it out yesterday.
More animal trivia.
No, this is fun Netflix trivia.
Roadhouses on it.
No, that'd be sweet though. But guess what is going to come on it?
The Denzel Washington movie.
No. It's a TV show that I've been clamoring at you to get on board.
Seinfeld?
Yes, Seinfeld's coming
To Netflix?
to Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been watching it. Well, I have not been watching it. I've watched 3 episodes on Hulu.
Can I just say that this Coors Light is really hitting the spot today, and I'm very thankful since it's getting close to Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving yet, though, but I'm giving thanks to Coors. It's going to be 60 days of thanks for Coors.
So it's 60 days from now is Thanksgiving?
Probably like 65.
Okay.
That's my guess. The math doesn't add up.
This is like not like it is liquid gold. Jameson Irish whiskey. And our sponsor messages are done.
Yeah,
Hey.
that was easy.
Pay up.
Coors. What up?
Check will be in the mail tomorrow. And
check, y'all.
it's like
Yep.
freaking, we do like a 10
I'll take
seconds.
my check and my check. Coors Light. Check.
Is Seinfeld your favorite TV show of all time?
Yeah. Yes. Hands down. 9 seasons. It plays well. Even now, if you rewatch it, it's not like, oh, it's set in the, late 80s, early 90s, and you can tell. Their themes still, like, play pretty well today. I wish you got into it more, and I could really go into it with you.
Let me ask you this question.
I'll give you an answer to this question.
Are all 9 seasons good? Or is there one that
The
you're like,
the first season, it's only like 6 episodes or something like that. So it's easy to get through. It's not like, yeah, I gotta have that. But there's parts in it where you're like, oh, that is funny. And then season 9, like, it kind of dwindles out. The way they ended was kind of funky, but it's still really good. The money is 2 through 8. There's so many good. I'll like just sit on Hulu and I'll be like, just go by title on each show and try to remember what's happening in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this one. Oh, but then there's this one. But then there's this one. Like, I couldn't pick a favorite because there's so many good ones.
do you have to watch it in order to understand what's going on?
No, not at all. That's the cool thing. You can just jump around.
Because Seinfeld is famous for being a show about nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't. Does the storyline continue?
A little bit, like small portions of it continues, but you don't need to have that in order to watch one. Like, you could just jump into 8 and kind of, as long as you know the characters, you're pretty much good. Like, the characters grow. Like, there's certain things that each character does or has or says that's reoccurring, that it's kind of fun to start from the beginning, but you could just watch from any point and think it's funny.
Okay.
They all have little quirks.
So that's your favorite TV show of all time?
Yeah.
Hands down.
I'm trying to think. Like, Parks and Rec is up there, and The Office is up there. 30 Rock is up there.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Just one thing?
Yes.
Okay.
The Office is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite show.
Are you messing with the British version first or the American version?
Yeah, I did the British version first.
Yeah, which one did you like more?
Well, so let me explain, then I come back to it. So, because in England, they only do 2 seasons, and it's over no matter what, right?
Of their TV shows?
That's their thing, as far as I know. That's why The Office was only 2 seasons in England.
Huh.
Because I don't know if it's still that way, but it used to be that way.
They don't want to beat a dead horse or something.
I don't know.
They don't want to.
And I think they also want it to be like...
That's a Seinfeld thing. George, go out on a bang. He'll leave every social interaction on a high note before he can mess it up. So he's in like a board meeting and he says a joke and he just starts packing his things and he's like, well, I'm out of here. And he takes off halfway through the meeting. He says one thing.
That's smart.
Leave on a high note. People think of you on that high note.
I do that sometimes with people that I don't like. Like if I go to a party...
Is that why you leave me so much?
If I go to a party and there's a group of people or like people come up to me, talk to me, if there's like one dude or whatever that's I don't vibe with, I'm just like out of here. I just like leave. I don't even say bye. I just
see. In that interaction, I'm the dude that gets left. I'm the Michael Scott of everything, and I try to hang out with everyone, and then they're just like, "See ya. I'm busy."
Yeah, I do that in sketchy situations too. As soon as I feel like danger is coming, like there's about to be a fight, I'm just like out of here.
Where are you hanging out that there's fights?
I'm just saying.
Some BB dubs.
Yeah. BB dubs, yes.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is crazy.
I told you that story last
Yeah.
time, but no, anywhere
Stallion.
since that happened, and if you don't know what we're talking about, check out the last episode.
Yeah, rewind it.
Check out my story.
Playlist.
But ever since that happened, I was like, I'm not gonna get involved in anything anymore because I used to be like the dude that would always show up. Hey, peace, guys. You know, no, it's not worth it. Now I'm like, yeah, I mean, fight. I'm just gonna leave.
You do your thing. I'm not gonna get punched in the side of the head anymore.
I'm just
out
gonna
of here.
go over there and have more Jameson or something, or just go home. The party, just go outside, start my car, and drive home. See you guys.
Wow.
No need to risk it.
No. Who's your favorite character on The Office?
Favorite character? I mean, Michael Scott. And here's
Why is Michael Scott your favorite?
because he's oblivious to things he says, and I think sometimes I'm a little that same way, where I say something that could be offensive, especially nowadays. Hashtag me too. Where I don't realize what I'm saying, and I'm like, ooh, I'm glad I didn't say that around certain people because
Yeah.
they would just get offended to it, like offense or take offense.
But
to
it
that.
goes over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
and
you
sometimes
don't
I-
even notice it.
And sometimes I just want to say it because it's funny.
So you could relate to him the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Dave Chappelle, his new special, he's saying some stuff, and I'm like, that's funny. But I know I can see how other people think it's offensive.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays again,
If you
because
take
everyone
an
is a
offense,
freaking
yeah.
snowflake, and everyone's getting offended about everything. Where I'm like, that's funny. Like I like it.
Just laugh.
And
That's what I want to do.
Especially coming from Germany, I think I heard so many things said about us. We know what we're
You
talking
have
about.
a pretty deep history there.
That you kind of have to like grow a little bit of skin to
Yeah.
like understand or take a joke. Otherwise, I would just be offended like
I
nonstop.
mean, I've even taken jabs at you
Exactly.
on the podcast.
I don't care. I
And
mean,
you're years removed from that, you know? But it's funny to me.
yeah.
And I hope it's funny to you, but
I
you
think
just
the
gotta
only
laugh at things.
the only thing is that sometimes because I don't get mad at people like joking with me or at me, that some people think like I'm just what do you say, like oh, he'll just take anything, you know? Mm-hmm. Like what's that saying? Take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that's like some people are like, oh, he's like whatever, he's weak.
Aren't you though?
Yes.
Okay. That's
I
what I
just
thought.
oh, is this saying does it go any other way?
Yeah, I think it can go the other way too.
Oh, okay.
Take my weakness for kindness. So
Oh.
you're really kind.
And weak.
Yeah. So you're both. So
Yes.
you can flip flop any.
So you joke and
So
deep
do take
inside
it.
it hurts me. I'm like, oh God, oh no.
But I'm too weak to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Go home, cry in bed, drink.
Drink hefty amounts. Is this one mine? This one's mine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But here's the thing about The Office, because The Office is one of my favorite shows, if not number one, but only seasons 1 through 4. After that, it goes downhill quickly. And the problem with The Office is that it's 9 seasons.
They don't lose Michael until season 7, right?
Yeah, but Mike, even seasons with him, like 5, 6, 7, 8, whenever he leaves, are going downhill quickly.
I don't like the little chunk where he starts his own company.
Yeah.
Just like there's funny moments. You can still find the funny in it. Like I'll do the same thing with New Girl. If I watch New Girl, where I'm like, the main concept of this episode is just not clicking with me. But then you rewatch it, even though you've been avoiding it. But you rewatch it, and you're like, oh wait, that's a funny part. Oh wait, but that's a funny part, and you can find like 10 funny things.
There's funny
and that's
things
what I
in
do
it.
With The Office.
Yeah, there's funny things in
Like
it.
the overall story, like the ending. Spoiler alert. It's been over for a while, but spoiler alert.
Thank you.
I didn't know if you finished. Did you finish The Office?
Yes.
Okay. The ending when they tried to like develop this weird thing between Pam and Jim, did not like that. That was, I thought they were trying too hard when they already had like a perfect relationship for them. They were like an example, like no one was going to be rooting for them to possibly break up.
Yeah.
So why put that in there at the last half of the
Yeah.
season,
Yeah.
Like don't ruin what they have. It was magical, and that's what you rooted for the whole season, all the seasons.
They just ran out of ideas. You can tell by the way they also replaced the manager, right? Once Michael left, then all of a sudden Dwight was the manager. Then he fired the gun. Then Andy became the manager.
Well,
then
then they had Robert California.
then he was like later,
bounced.
right?
No,
And then,
he came in first.
oh, first.
And then he bounced.
Will Ferrell was there too.
Will Ferrell was there for like 2 episodes. The Dundies. I love that when he has the headphones on. The Dundies.
But he's just annoying though in that show.
Oh, he's super annoying.
Because he's
And
just an asshole.
He comes back in like out of the hospital gown. And he's just like making no sense at all. That was hilarious.
And then they had, I mean, it just didn't make any sense. Andy had to leave because I think he was, shooting like Hangover. So they made him go crazy.
Yeah, he
or
was
something.
in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Like even when I think it was when they go to California season 8, or not California, Florida season 8 or so.
Yeah.
Or maybe 7. No, it had to been 8. He kind of like is so few and far in between. It's like, okay, he's probably doing some other thing where they had to, put someone else in.
And he was such a good character at the beginning because he was just
so annoying.
He was so annoying, kind of like Michael. I mean, Michael even mentions it in like the first or the second episode when they meet. He's like, he's everything I am, but why don't I like him?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's true, but then they changed him completely. Remember, then he's trying to become an actor, and then he falls in love with the receptionist.
Yep.
But then that didn't work out, or does work out, then it didn't work out. It's
His
just
character changes quite a bit.
Yeah.
But that's where they had to go, because otherwise he's going to fall to the wayside.
Yeah, but I don't know. That the first 4 seasons were so good, and then starting with the 5th season, which I think the first episode was the weight loss, which is just kind of funny still. But
I hate the HR lady.
Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannot stand her.
Same here.
I think it's because it's 2 Michael Scotts. You can't have 2 Michael Scotts in it. Like one is plenty.
Yeah.
And he nails it. But when you threw her in, so she's like the female version of it.
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying too hard to be crazy all at once. You need to have a dynamic where everyone, helps out another character. And she didn't really help anything out.
And then Dwight became super like. At first, he wanted to do everything for Michael, right? Mm-hmm. He wanted to please him, do everything. He wanted to become the manager. And then at some point, he was like anti-Michael. Anything that Michael said wasn't funny anymore. He was like, if you rewatch the seasons, because I did some research for this by watching all the seasons.
Darn. Tough homework.
You'll see how he changes as well, his attitude towards Michael.
Yeah.
And also,
when he doesn't get promoted, doesn't he? No, he doesn't quit. He gets fired. No, he quits preemptively, and then he works at Staples.
Well, he gets fired because he drops off stuff for Angela.
Yeah.
And is late.
Yes. And then there's another one where he's like looking for a job because he doesn't get a promotion.
Yeah.
And he like grows the scruff out, and he's just like, I don't even care. Yeah, his character kind of, I mean, that's relatable though. If you're working your butt off and like you think you're ready for the promotion, you've been like, sniffing butts for 5 years, and you're brown nosing, and you think, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, it's never gonna happen. And you're like, well, F this place.
Yeah.
I don't need to be around.
Yeah. But overall, I think even Jim and Pam became like douchebags. They really did.
They thought they were better than everyone.
Yeah.
That's
they kind of did it at the beginning too. Remember, like Michael always wanted to hang out with them. They always made up some excuse why they couldn't. I don't know. It's just
Michael wanted to hang out with everybody. That was the thing. Like,
but mostly,
he was that annoying boss that you just don't want to socialize with after work. Like, we're not all lucky to have a boss where we're like, yeah, I could hang out with them. Like most of my jobs, I'm like, no, I do not want to.
That's why you become your own boss.
Yeah, boss. I'm trying. Coors Light's trying to help me out.
Become your own boss. Then you can just hang out with yourself.
Yeah, I would probably not like myself after too long.
Anyways, so because the ratio, in my mind, there's probably people out there that are like, no, 5 and 6 are still good. Season 5 and 6 are still good. In my opinion, no.
I think it's.
I mean, it has its moments. I rewatch them. I'm like,
through. It's like it's a Seinfeld range where it's the last season, 9 or 8.
9.
So 2 through 8, I think, are your standout performers.
For me, 1 through 4, because even the first season was good in The Office. Michael was different, and he obviously they based it more of the English Office. They copied, I think, the first episode.
The first couple episodes, I think, were almost the same. Fun fact: do you know the character that plays Jim? Right? Mm-hmm. What's his name?
John Krasinski.
Yes, thank you. When he auditioned for Jim, but they offered him Dwight. How insane would it be if Jim was actually Dwight?
And then Dwight being Jim.
No, I don't. I think they were gonna get someone different for Jim.
Oh, really?
Dwight was like Rainn Wilson. Rainn Wilson? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wasn't even in the running. Like, I don't think.
Dude, I think Seth Rogen.
So yeah, I watched all the auditions, and Seth Rogen was one of them. There's a couple. If you go on YouTube and like look at the Office auditions, there's like a few people where you're like, hey, I know that person. In fact, one of them is in. He's the boss. He's the Michael Scott of the New York branch, and he was trying to be Michael Scott in the original auditions. And so he came back and he was in the New York branch when Pam works for him when she's going to school in like season 4 or 5. 4. Had to be 4 because it was after Karen and then Jim's dating her and she goes to school. Yeah. So I was like, what the heck? But yeah, seeing Seth Rogen audition for Dwight, that would have been, I don't think he would have pulled it off as well as Rainn Wilson.
I think the thing about The Office was too that everyone except for Michael Scott, Steve Carell, which even then he was somewhat unknown, but everyone else I didn't know.
No.
Like Jim wasn't. And so
and that was perfect.
Exactly.
Because you didn't picture them from anything else.
Exactly. So if Seth Rogen would have played Dwight, you would have probably been, he's going to be a stoner, Because I think at that time he already made...
He probably had a couple things out.
Because the show came out when? 2005?
Well, it ended in 12.
So he probably had Knocked Up or something like that already made.
When did it? It didn't end in 12. It was like 14.
I don't know.
I know where I was working, but I don't know.
It must have been 2014 if there's 9 seasons, or maybe 2015. Yeah, but anyway, so the ratio of good seasons to bad seasons with The Office is 60-40 with me. And so I do want to call it my all-time favorite show, but
the ratio is bad.
Only the first couple seasons.
Okay, so if you had to put a ratio, like if you're like, okay, like 80% of the seasons are good, what show is that gonna be?
So another one.
And then I have another question that comes back to The Office. So which one do you want first?
Either one.
Let's go with the Office question first.
Okay.
Stay on the Office topic.
Okay.
Since we're in an office area. Okay, so there's like main characters in The Office.
Yeah.
And there's what I call tertiary characters. Characters that don't really matter much. They just add depth to The Office.
Okay.
So out of what you think who do you think are main characters?
Jim. Pam. Michael. And to a certain extent, Ryan.
Ryan is a main one?
Yeah.
And then
sorry, Dwight. Dwight, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So I think those are mine. And then Andy comes in and he would be a main character. So out of the tertiary, so the remaining, who is your favorite tertiary character? I have mine by far is
Creed.
Thank you. That's why we're neighbors. When we moved in here, they interviewed us, said, hey, who's your favorite tertiary character? And then you had to answer Creed, and then you were
because he's just so random. And the other thing with him is he pretty much stays the same character the entire 9 seasons.
He's just this crazy nut job.
Because if you
he doesn't know what's going on.
If you think about Kelly, if you watch the first couple episodes, she speaks normal, and then all of a sudden she turns into this ditz with the high voice. Angela at the beginning was normal, then she turns into this crazy cat lady. Kevin, they just dumbed down immediately.
He was so dumb.
At first, he was a little dumb, but he comprehended.
No, he was pretty smart.
By the end of the series, he's just eating M&Ms for fun, just to be dumb. And Oscar turned into the know-it-all by the end. At first, he was kind of normal. Meredith, I guess, stayed the same. She was always an alcoholic.
I didn't like at the end where they're like, where Meredith comes on and she's like, yeah, it didn't show me studying for my PhD this whole time. It's like, I didn't need that. I wanted you to be the funny, drunk, weird. You know, you go home, you drink a 6-pack or more. Type of a lady. But Creed, hands down, has the best like one-liners in and out. Like my favorite one that Creed does is the New Year's resolution episode when they're all setting resolutions and Creed's like, I want to do like a really cool cartwheel, like nonchalant cartwheel. And then at the end of the episode, Aaron just Michael Scott's first of all, what are you gonna somersault through life all this time? And then at the end of the episode, Aaron does this like flawless cartwheel, and because Creed was trying and he thought he did it, and then he just was like, F you, and it's like beep you, beep you, beep you. Oh my god, I rewatched that over and over and over again because it's just like quick, done. He's out of here.
My favorite one is where he goes, I think, if I remember correctly, he goes, no one steals from Creed Bratton. Last person that stole from Creed Bratton
was Creed Bratton.
Or something like that.
Yeah, or when he's Jim's Secret Santa, and he brings him like the old coat, and Jim explains the whole situation, and then all of a sudden it cuts to Creed, and he's like, yep, that's exactly what happened.
He forgot about it. He forgot about this morning. He went to his closet, pulled out this number and gave it to me. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Do you remember the episode where they're freaking out about the company shutting down? And then Michael decides to play that mystery game, and Creed comes in late, and Creed's like, hey guys, what's going on? Like he enters the room all like chip cheery, and then Michael's like, there's been a murder. And he's like, all right, well, I got a couple things to handle. And then it pans out to him in the parking lot, and he's sprinting to his car. He's just taking off.
He's the most consistent, you know?
Oh, and I'm just going to go. I just have Creed lines popping in my head so much right now. When he's like, if I can't scuba, what's this been all about?
I like the best when Ryan opens. He was like, Creed wanted me to open a blog for him.
Oh my gosh!
So I just opened up a Word document, and Creed goes www.creedthoughts.gov.com.
Ryan's just like, I didn't want the world exposed to his thoughts.
Even for the internet, it's
I read
shocking.
some of it, and even for the internet, it's shocking. Creed is amazing.
He's the best. When he when he's threatened by the BlackBerry.
Oh, he dyes his hair.
And then like Michael comes in, he's like, or Pam or someone comes in, they're like, yeah, all the printer ink is gone, and it pans to him, and he's like, and his black hair. Oh, that's good. There's like hidden jokes
30.
in there.
I will be 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? What does he say? What's up, dude? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Creed is awesome. Kevin also has a couple good lines here and there. The one I really love about Kevin is Holly comes back. She's wearing the mittens because they're trying to figure out if she's married or not. And so she's wearing the mittens, and she like takes them off and is like, the ring fingers up. And she's like, ooh, and Kevin just goes back. Right back at you, bitch. With the most serious face ever. It cracks me up. I will make people, if I stumble on that episode and people are around me, I will rewind it and make them watch it like 3 times. Because his delivery and how they cut the camera like that, just right back at you, bitch.
There's I do that sometimes. Like there's that show, America's Got Talent. Couple seasons ago, reality show, obviously. Couple seasons ago, some dude fell off the stage. So he was like dancing, and then,
on purpose or accident?
Accident.
Whoa!
And he gets to the very end, and you see the judges. They're like, "Uh-oh!" And then
were they warning him, or they're just like, "Let's see what happens"?
I think they thought
this is good TV, guys.
They probably thought that he was gonna
part of the act.
Yeah, and he slips, and he's like, "Whoa!" He makes this like funny sound, and he falls down. And I rewatched that because I started laughing immediately, like so freaking hard. And
so he was a dancer.
Yeah, I rewatched it like probably 20 times. And then in later seasons, they brought back highlights from like previous seasons.
Yeah.
And they showed that again with the funny sound that he made. Oh! And I rewatched it again 20 times. Sometimes you have to do that.
Are you big time into those reality shows like that?
They're just something dumb to watch, you know?
Yeah. Every once in a while I'll get like reeled in to like one of those singing ones. Because then you like get invested into... Like, you're like, oh, that's my favorite person.
Yeah.
So then if they're still on you. But I'm not one to be like, hey, I got to watch it every time it comes out 3 times a year.
No.
You know? I can appreciate it, though. God, what was my other question I had for you now? I
80%.
just lost it. Oh, yeah. 80%. So what's your all-time show?
There's 2,
Okay.
3, 4.
Holy shiz.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my other top 4. Okay,
Okay.
there's The Office. So here's my top 5. The Office.
Yeah, but you already said that was 40%.
Not in random order, not specific order.
Okay.
A-Team, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Lost, and Simpsons.
Simpsons. All 300,000 years of it.
No, again, The Simpsons, which is still on. The first,
That's got to be a small ratio then.
first 15 seasons, I want to say.
So half.
Perfect show.
So still
really
above
funny.
The Office is 40%.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then now it's just same Homer.
Sunny?
Sunny is good. Sunny again. They're going downhill quick.
Uh-oh.
The first
How many
season,
episodes or seasons are there?
I think they're about to start next week. I think with season 14 or 15, something like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you would have to run out. But they're more topical, like what's going on in the world.
Well,
They'll
that's
kind of
they
blend
used to
in.
not be about that a little bit.
No, their theme, like the main theme of each show was something that was like current world issue.
Sometimes, like when they go on the road trip, they're just going on a road trip. They want to drink in the car. They want to go to the Grand Canyon. There's no political agenda or anything. They're just sitting in the car. Or there's other episodes like Wrestle for the Troops. I mean, I guess it has a little bit of political stuff, but they
See, I
just want to.
stopped watching that after like season 4 or 5, I think.
They're going
deep into
downhill
it.
as well because I think everyone is doing side things.
Are they more than 40%? Good.
No. Yes, I guess. I haven't seen the new season, obviously, but
Who's your go-to character in that one?
probably Charlie
Just the fucking goofball.
because he's so high pitched voice. Hey guys!
Yeah.
Hey, come on!
Oh,
check this out!"
and because you like that dumb movie that he's in.
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, guys!
See, that's the thing. He plays that one character only.
Yes, very
That's
high
him.
pitched.
Yeah.
It's perfect though.
Just
It's like most
kooky.
actors, like Shia LaBeouf plays the same dude over and over again.
I've seen like one Shia LaBeouf movie.
Transformers.
No, Holes.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was when he was young though. I used to watch Even Stevens.
Never seen it.
No, Shia LaBeouf in his prime.
But Lost, I guess, could be from the ratio pretty high up there.
I started Lost and I didn't even finish the first
get
season.
lost?
I didn't finish the first season.
Why?
I think I got like 7 or 8 episodes
Because
in.
you got bored or because you just didn't want to watch anymore?
Both. I think I got busy too. So it was a
Lost is a
trifecta.
good show. The only thing is that they changed writers a couple seasons in, and then I don't think they knew where they wanted to go. And all the questions that they asked, because they asked 1,000 questions an episode,
Yeah.
they never answered some of them. Well, they kind of did.
That's the thing too. I think I was getting pissed off because they would just leave it unanswered and it wouldn't be answered the next 3 episodes.
Yes, sometimes it would come back like seasons later.
Yeah.
Like, remember
And so that was upsetting to me.
in like episode... In the first season, there was a polar bear on the island. And they... I don't think...
First season?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even get to a polar bear.
And I think they don't explain it until like almost the last season.
I got to like a cave or something they found in the first season. Where there's like dead bodies or something like that. And they
Cave.
found the airplane. Or a different airplane? I think
must
there
have
was
been
a
like
different airplane.
season 2 or something like that.
No, I don't think I got that far.
But I just enjoy because it keeps you thinking.
Yeah.
And
I
they
mean,
always ended on a good spot. Well, bad spot, but a good spot.
that would have killed me if I watched it live.
Yeah, same
Like
here.
when it was coming out. Now that everything's out, like there's a lot of TV shows you can just watch in
Yeah.
all of its glory and get all the, like, if you don't feel like ending, you're like, I want the answer to this. You could just keep watching.
Yeah.
And so that kind of helps me when I start watching shows, knowing that I don't have to wait a whole week to get maybe an answer, maybe not. I can watch it tonight or I can watch it tomorrow.
But the thing with Lost is, though, that you think you get the answers, and then
it's
you watch
not
it,
the
and then
answers.
there's more questions. And then you're like, oh, shouldn't watch the next
that
episode.
might stress me the fuck out.
It did stress me out. Because I never watched it when it was live.
Yeah.
When it was weekly. I watched it I think it was on Netflix for the longest time. And that's when I started watching it. And then it was like, you would spend 8 hours a day just watching next one, like
Lost?
into the middle of the night. Yeah.
You get lost in it?
Yeah.
What a stupid pun I made.
I asked you earlier about that.
Yeah, see, I have to get into a show, and then I'm pretty...
Like Stranger Things, you know, they release
I
all
haven't even seen that because I'm like, I don't want to wait season by season. That kills me. I need a show to be like
the series.
5 seasons in or something like that, or like give me some depth first. Like I can't do season by season, especially Netflix, because you don't know when things are coming out.
But Stranger Things is one of those shows that you start watching and you just want to keep watching.
See, that's what I hear, so I want to wait till they have a little bit more.
There's 3 seasons now.
We're getting close to that 5 range where I just said.
But what if they get canceled?
Well, then I'll watch it all and I'll be happy.
Have you ever watched a show that gets canceled and they never answer questions? So unexpectedly, they finish a season. They're like, oh, cool, we're going to make another season where we finish it. And then the network is like, sorry, you're canceled.
You're donezo.
That happened with Last Man on Earth. With
Will
Forte.
Yeah, I never started that one because I didn't think it was gonna. Anything on Fox, I don't mess with because it's going to get canceled.
Yeah.
The only exception, New Girl, and I waited. I think it was like season 4 or 5 until I even started New Girl, and
Is that done by now?
oh yeah, it's 7 seasons, and the last season is just terrible. Don't even bother.
Is that the one with
it.
Megan Fox?
She's in it for like 5 episodes, and then she kind of reoccurs every once in a while, so maybe more than 5. But do not, if you want to watch New Girl, do not watch the last.
New Girl went downhill for me quickly as well, because all the one guy became Dumb and Dumber. Schmidt became
Oh, you're talking Winnie the Bish.
The kind of like the main dude.
Oh, Nick. Yeah. He
It's just
dumber and dumber. He got smarter. He wrote a book. Spoiler alert. My bad.
Sorry. I mean,
bad.
not for me, I guess. Sorry for me.
I think New Girl, it is one of my top shows, but it's like, it's not like The Office, I guess. But seasons 1 through, or maybe like 2 through 6, and then 7 and 8, downhill. 8's only like 8 episodes, so it's not even worth a watch.
You know what is pretty much good all the way through?
Parks and Rec?
A-Team. But only if you can find them. You can hire.
Where do you even find an A-Team these days?
A-Team everywhere. No, not everywhere.
No.
I don't think they even have it on Blu-ray. They just have it on DVDs. SD.
It's not on any streaming?
They have it on some kind of strange streaming
Voodoo
platform.
or whatever?
No, not even that. You go to Xfinity.
Crackle?
That might be it. I don't know.
No, we're not plugging Xfinity, sorry. Don't tell them it's on that.
Yeah. Especially since Hulu is one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hulu has live sports.
I
I just figured out YouTube has live sports last night. Never knew. Could have been watching baseball this whole time.
But anyway, A-Team, 5 seasons, then they were done. All of them good. Except for, the last season is different. Because they bring in 2 new guys. But other than
2
that,
on top, or they replaced 2?
2 on top. Well, there's the 4 guys, and they always have a girl.
Yeah.
Even since season 1. And she just sometimes shows up. And then 5th season, they bring in like this new dude that gives them all the work to do. And a new crew member.
Oh. And that's the last season?
That's the last season.
And then they're just like, okay, well, thanks for your time.
Then they get set free.
Then they get booted.
Well, they get what's that? Dismissed.
Yeah.
The
Discharged.
discharged.
Yeah.
Well, the army's not trying to find them anymore, and
See,
put
I've
them in
never
prison.
watched it, so I couldn't tell you anything.
Because you couldn't find them.
I couldn't find them. They're not on any streaming.
Do you know
devices.
the opening theme?
No, sing it for us.
Dun, 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 dun. And then there's a dude. At first it goes
Hyper.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then some dude comes on and he's like, whatever, years ago a crack commander was sent to prison for a military crime they didn't commit.
I'm very impressed that you memorized this.
I might be wrong, but I'm just paraphrasing because I think they change it with each season. They just change certain words. So I think at the beginning they say like 20 years ago, but then obviously the seasons go on, so then they're like
21 years ago.
something like that. For a military crime they didn't commit. Today still wanted by someone. They work as soldiers of fortune or something like that. I'm messing this up. I should pull this up.
Sounds like it. They're
Especially
gonna
since it's
sue
my
you.
favorite show. Today they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you want to hire them and if you can find them, if you need help and you can find them, maybe you want to hire the A-team. And then it goes A-team in freaking machine gun. Bunch of explosions, cars flipping over, trucks flipping over, BA Baracus like lifting some dude up, throwing him through a door. Face man making a nice face because he's the beefcake of the show. He's like looking at the camera like, yeah. Then Murdoch, he's the crazy one, flying a helicopter or whatever. And then Hamill just smoking a cigar. I love it when a plan comes together.
How did you get into A-Team?
When I was a kid in Germany, it was always on Saturday mornings. So instead of watching cartoons, I watched A-Team.
And your parents were just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, because the A-Team is not really, if you rewatch it, no one ever dies. Except for one, the guy, the colonel, that looks for them. Mm-hmm. He finds out, oh my God, they're innocent. They didn't do it. They transport him to a helicopter. He gets shot. Boom, there goes their witness.
Oh.
Twist. So he's the only person, as far as I know, in that show that ever died. Everyone else, they shoot machine guns, explosions. There's like flipping cars, they land, and you always see the people like leaving the car to make sure, oh, yeah, they're alive. Bad guys always get arrested. They never die. They just get arrested.
It's kind of like Scooby-Doo then. No deaths, a lot of arrests.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if it wasn't for those, damn A-Team, Scooby-Doo, you know, at the end they're always like, and if it wasn't for these pesky kids, or whatever they say. Anyways, it's a really good show because it's just it has fist fights, explosions, gun, and in almost every episode, they build something.
Like what?
They're like, we have to defend this barn because of these two chicks that are in the barn and these evil dudes that are trying to take over this barn because it has a stallion in it. That, you know, a show horse or something like that. Some stupid plot. A great plot, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then, in order to defend the barn, they built something ridiculous. Like a freaking car, a Jeep with...
Out of what?
things they find.
Huh. So
And there's
like
always
MacGyver.
welding going on. They always have a welder. And it's B.A. Baracus. He's like... welding for
Seems
no
smart.
reason.
Yeah. They probably have it in that van of theirs.
And you always see him like picking up something super heavy. He picks up something super heavy.
Mr. T.
And he welds
Mr.
it.
T.
Yeah, Mr. T.
Yeah. He would pick up the heavy things.
They build something, and then when you see it, and they have music while they build it. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
This show is mid-80s?
Yeah.
70s? 80s?
80s.
Okay. Yeah, I missed the boat on that
They
one.
have the cool van that they all drive in.
Their van is pretty bitchin'.
Mr. T's van.
That's his van.
Well, in the show, yes.
He just drives it.
Where's my van?
Oh.
And he hates flying.
He
I ain't
doesn't-
getting no plane.
But one dude flies helicopters?
Yeah, and they don't like each other that much. Well, he flies everything.
Oh.
Murdoch.
So does Mr. T fly on things?
Yeah, they always knock him out.
Like punching knock him out?
No, they
Drug him.
Yeah, drug him.
Oh.
And then he wakes up. He's like, "Did you guys put me in a plane? I'm getting on the plane. I hate flying. I told you not." His acting is the worst. If you rewatch it, it's the
Was
worst.
he in anything before that?
I'm not sure if Rocky came before that.
I feel like Rocky might have been before A-Team.
I think so too.
What was his name? Clubber Lane or something like that? In Rocky?
I don't know.
Clubber. Sounds familiar. Wow, A-Team, huh?
Pity the fool.
Okay, so you have A-Team, Sunny, Office,
Lost.
and
Simpsons.
Man, I gave up early on those yellow creatures called the Simpsons.
They're good, but like I said, at a certain point, Homer turns from a lovable, dumb dude to like a little bit of a jerk. Not a little bit, a lot of a jerk.
A lot of it.
And that's when you kind of like, he's not likable anymore.
Gotcha. I did Family Guy for a while. Did you do Family Guy?
Family Guy got a little bit on my nerves. I did it for a little bit, and then it just kind of repeated itself.
I think it was funnier than The Simpsons, though.
Well, they stole a lot from The Simpsons.
Well, yeah.
Everyone steals from The Simpsons.
I mean,
Remember
it's kind
that
of
South
hard.
Park episode?
It's kind of hard not to when The Simpsons have 50 years of. They could be like, oh, we did this. Oh, we did this. But yeah, you did everything.
South Park did an episode about that.
Did you get into South Park?
It was called Simpsons Did It.
Oh, and they just recreated a whole Simpsons show?
Well, someone did the joke, and then someone would point out, and they're like, Simpsons did it.
Oh. That'd be a lot of things.
And it just showed that
How much
they already
Simpsons,
did everything.
Yeah.
Like all the...
So they're kind of... They weren't mocking them, but they were paying tribute. Be like, yeah, Simpsons took care of that already. Simpsons were ahead of everything.
Yeah. South Park I got into at the... not the beginning... Not when it first came out, I was like, this looks stupid.
Yeah, it was kind of crude, and I was like, I'm not.
And then it became funny, and then it went downhill as well. Because then I feel like, which is the same with The Simpsons, they used to have, because I listened to, I don't know, what's the commentary, or something like that. They used to
director's cut.
They used to take like 6 months to write one episode, and they would go through like so many rewrites.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah. And then... South Park kind of did the same, and now South Park makes like an episode a week.
Yeah.
They come up with the concept Monday, Tuesday.
Is South Park still running?
I think so.
No.
Not sure.
Really?
I don't know.
They have to be like 15 to 20 years in too.
Yeah.
No, more than that, because I feel like I was in middle school when they came out. So they'd be like 20 or so seasons.
I feel like they're still making them, but then they became too political. Again, like a lot of the old South Park.
Most of their stuff is a lot of political
current events,
stuff.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, what is Trump doing? Let's make fun of it.
They just beat that's going to be beaten.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and that for that, like, I'm like, I don't like shows like that,
Well,
there's already enough in the news.
Yeah,
I don't need to
say,
know. But
every show hits it a little bit, so it's like, all right, we get it. Move on.
Yeah.
Be creative in some form.
yeah.
Like when you were the only one doing something, you were good. But when now everyone, because it's an easy subject to do, move along.
But I guess it makes sense because, I mean, again, The Simpsons did so many things already, right? At some point, you're like, what can we do? Oh, this happened in our political world. Let's make fun of that. And like, oh, that's a good idea. So I think at some point you're going to get into it because, I mean, all the writers, you only have so many ideas, right?
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, you're like, well, what else can we talk about?
Something happen, please, in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's make fun of that, or let's talk about that kind of stuff. Kind of like, I mean, all TV shows are kind of like that.
Well, they run dry after a while. And I appreciate the TV shows that realize that, and they're like, all right, we got to cut it. Like New Girl did it. They probably could have gone a few more seasons, but they're like, all right, we're out of here. And they sucked at the end. But like I just saw, did you ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
That was really good for a while, and then it kind of like started watering down.
Yeah.
And I saw they're on like season 14 now.
But I think they're done.
They should have been done at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Like go back to the British model. 2 years, you're done. Just write me 2 solid years of entertainment and then move on to the next show and give me something new.
You know who I think did that perfectly? Breaking Bad.
I only watched 1 season.
So the thing with Breaking Bad is, by many people considered the best show of all time. And I enjoyed it.
That's a take, Rudy, because everyone that says Breaking Bad is like, it's pretty good. It reels you in for a little bit, but it's not the greatest. I think they don't like the ending. I don't know how it ends.
No, the ending is perfect.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I've never heard someone say it's the greatest show. Are you saying that to me right now?
Yes. There's people out there. If you are one of them, leave a comment, because we do need the comments, and let us know. Saying on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah, or Twitter us or Instagram us, whatever.
Twitter us, yeah, Twitter us.
Just Twitter. Ew.
No, but I gotta say, I enjoyed Breaking Bad, but there's certain episodes in there where I'm like, oh my god, this is freaking slow.
Yeah.
And then,
So the first time I watched Breaking Bad, someone in college was like, yeah, come watch Breaking Bad with me. It's a really good show. I'm going to get you hooked on it. Literally the whole episode, they're like trapped or they're in like a room.
Yeah.
And they're just talking. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. There's no action. This is boring.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It's not nothing. I was like, why did you invite me over?
they definitely do that in that show.
See, I couldn't take that.
And I know that a lot of people will say, well, it's part of the story and all that. And yes, it is.
So boring.
But I'm the way where I'm like, I understand that it's the greatest show, whatever, and that it's part of the story, but we can speed it up a little bit. Walking Dead did the same thing. I enjoyed Walking Dead the first season. And the second season, they're on the farm. And half the season, nothing happens. They're just on the farm, talking about the farm. And it's a terrible show.
About the farm.
Walking Dead is a terrible show. And if anyone says different, oh God.
I say different.
Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I stopped watching a
I got
long
hooked.
time ago.
So back in the day, I started it 1 through 3, watched it flawlessly. I would watch 1 or 2 a night. And then I got through half of season 4 and I was like, this is kind of like, I'm over it.
Which is season 4?
It's zombies. It's like right after they mess with the governor. They're in the prison.
See the governor season?
Yeah.
That's an excellent season.
See, it wore thin on me, and I was like, all right, I'm going to take a break from it. Didn't come back to it. Then I started rewatching it last two years ago now, and from the get-go, and then I got hooked, and I had to like get past this like 5 episode streak in season 4 that was just like, oh, okay. But once I got past that, it's back to the action, back to the good stuff, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. Watched it all the way to season 8 or whatever they were on. And then I was like, shit, if they end this is terrible. I don't want it to end. So now the new one's out, and I haven't watched that one yet because I was saving it because I kind of want to rewatch the last season and the new season.
For me, the show was so good because they didn't care who got killed off.
Oh, they would kill your favorite, just like Game of Thrones. They'll kill your favorite person.
Yeah. And then, let's talk about that next.
Okay.
But then at some point, like Glenn, remember him?
That's my dude.
He died.
Spoiler alert.
He died.
Yeah. He didn't die. He got fucking murdered.
No, he died when he was near the dumpster. And then a couple episodes later, he came back. And they're like, oh yeah, he was covered by a dead zombie and they chewed on him instead of...
Yeah, they make you feel false thoughts and then
like,
boom!
And
then you're like... When that happened, I was like, oh man, Glenn's one of my favorite characters. He was growing so well. He's starting to take power. But...
when he came back...
if you rewatch... Glenn dies because Glenn has to die. Him and Rick are like mono. Like when he first started, he was just a low-level dude, right?
He saved Rick.
He was the initial saver, but he was the
episode.
runner. Like no one really cared about him. He had no say in the group. And then his clout just started coming up, and he started getting these cojones once he met what's her name? The girl Maggie. I was gonna call her Meg. Once he met Meg, she started being like, oh, yeah. And then, so Rick's still up here. He meets Maggie and is like, oh, he's rising, cream of the crop. Because, like, him and Maggie together, like, yeah, we're taking over power. So once they're about even, and then the show realized, like, Maggie and Glenn together are more powerful than Rick. We can't let that happen. How do we solve that? Oh, we kill off Glenn or Maggie. So people are probably... more easy to kill off Glenn, and then kill off Glenn. Maggie gets kicked down a notch, but she still wants that power. So there's still that, balancing act. So what do? They give her own community. You know?
I'm not even that far. But
Oh, yeah, that's
what I'm
right.
saying is, I know they kill off Glenn with the baseball bat, right?
Yeah.
But the dude that only has 2 expressions, he has the baseball bat. What's his name?
Oh my god.
And he laughs.
He goes, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Negan. I am
Negan.
Negan.
Most annoying
His name
character
is not
ever.
Negan. Everyone's Negan.
Most annoying character ever.
He's terrible. I hate him.
Yeah.
But they want you to despise him, and they did a swell job.
But what I'm saying is, Glenn died the season before that. Died. He was escaping
Yeah,
zombie
I know what you're
walkers.
talking about.
Sorry. And then okay.
They never call him zombies.
Yeah.
They call him everything but.
And then Rick is annoying as hell because he's the
Rick's
same dude. He's
terrible.
always sweaty, and he's always in a state of like psycho, and he always points at stuff with his gun, and he's kind of like Brad Pitt in Seven at the end.
You know what pisses me off about Rick? So you're a zombie. I'm supposed to shoot you in the head. His gun, instead of pointing right at your head, it's always down. It's like he's got this huge gun. So you think you'd be like strong and hold it. He's always like pointing it down.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like, dude, you're an idiot. Hold your gun. You're supposed to be a sheriff. Hold your gun properly. You can shoot him in the stomach, maybe, or the leg,
Or lower.
Yeah, in the naughty bits.
Yeah. But he's always in a psycho state, so he's always like thinking, and he's like, he always is out of breath. We gotta take care of our community, our kids. Coral. Gotta take care of Coral. We can only do it together. That's how he speaks all the time. I'm like, you're in a freaking house. You just woke up and he's out of breath. He's like,
And sweaty, and his hair's wet.
Hey, what are we gonna do today?
Yeah.
We gotta fight against the governor.
I don't know why I'm changing my accent, but
You
he's
should
always
try
out
to
of breath.
rewatch it. Just give it a second go.
I haven't even got. Well, I like the governor season because that's really good.
Where did you say you stopped?
They moved to that community with the wall around it.
Oh, so you're like 5.
I'm pretty
Season
deep.
5 or
Pretty
6.
deep. And then Negan comes along. And then he's terrorizing them.
Negan lasts way too long.
And then did he? Oh, well, I don't know if I wouldn't know if I want to watch it. But he pretty much dies as well.
No.
Negan doesn't die.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
And then
Negan's
freaking what's
alive.
his face? The dude with the crossbow. He's
Daryl?
always like, he's on meth or something. He's always moving around.
No, he's one of my favorite characters.
And he's riding around his motorcycle. Come on.
Yeah.
Where do you get gas for your motorcycle?
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
Yes?
Have you ever put gas in a motorcycle?
Yes.
Have you realized how far a motorcycle can go on a tank of gas that's only 3 gallons?
Yes. But
Yes.
have you also noticed how motorcycles break down all the time? Especially his. Have you had a look at his motorcycle?
Yeah, but
It's freaking
he's
run
like a mechanic.
down. And he had it since season 1 or something like that. He's riding around with his crossbow and the wings on his
This
back.
is a badass.
If you were a badass, you would tattoo those wings on your back, not have a jacket.
Have you seen him with his shirt off?
I have not.
Maybe he has those tattoos on his back.
And he's always sweaty, hair across his face.
He's always dirty.
Yeah.
Like he's
I'm like, take a shower.
Southern boy. Isn't it still in Atlanta? Like it's hot down there.
It's humid.
Yeah, bitches be sweating.
It's very true, but yeah. Well, I sweat
Man,
a lot
everyone's
too. I
sweaty
could
if
see
you think
myself,
about
yeah.
it. Maggie sweats. Do you like it when Maggie sweats?
No, I don't like her at all.
Oh
Because her southern accent is super fake.
man.
Because she's from Australia or
Do
something
you know
like
she was having contract disputes? That's why they like delayed the season because she's like, I should be paid higher than everybody because
Oh,
my
no.
role is amazing.
that. Not the equality stuff.
Yeah. But it's like, yo, if you rewatch that, you're like, actually, Maggie, you could die at any point. Like, they could kill you off. You know?
No one would care.
No one would care.
Like, who died this season? Maggie?
No.
Who?
Who's that? Oh, Glenn's wife. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Why did she die? She wanted more money.
Glad they killed her off.
Yeah. No, she didn't need more money.
Game of Thrones, since you brought it up.
Okay, so I started Game of Thrones a few months ago, but I'm stuck at, I think I have a season to finish. Like no, I have a season like a half.
Here's the question.
So I don't know why I died off.
Is it still good?
It's okay. Like,
Then you're probably on the second to last season.
yeah, I'm on season 7. Is that
Okay.
that's the second to last?
yes.
Season 8's the last.
Yeah.
And so it's just so slow. And they're on the Ramsey dude, spoiler alert, but that guy fucking sucks. And I'm just like done with him. He's the Negan of Game of Thrones. Like, I don't want anything to do with him. I want him gone. So get rid of him. Like, he's terrible. He makes me not want to watch the show.
Really?
Like, right now I watch it for Jon Snow. That's pretty much it.
Jon Snow becomes like super annoying in the last seasons. And if people watch this, they're probably gonna be like, "No, he's the best. He's a heartthrob. He's so
He's
annoying."
a stallion.
He was a stallion.
Uh-oh. He's gone through some shit, dude.
Last season, he's just like, "I'll do what my queen wants."
Who's his queen in the last?
Daenerys Targaryen.
No, you shouldn't have told me because I wasn't there
That's
yet.
the queen of Mother of Dragons. But
okay.
spoiler alert,
No.
she's the
that's all
queen.
good.
Well, she's a queen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's also
She's trying to be the
Cersei.
queen.
Cersei.
Fuck Cersei.
She's the best.
Didn't she like kill her own kids?
No.
She blew up the synagogue thing. And then he jumped out the window. That's it.
Yeah.
Because she blew up his wife, so he jumped out the window. Oh my fucking god, Cersei.
The first couple seasons of Game of Thrones are so good, and then the book stopped.
Fun fact about Game of Thrones: when Cersei walks naked through the
It's a body double.
damn it! How did you know where I was going with that?
I'm a film dude.
I was like, when I watched that, I was like, that is not her body.
Ding ding.
You could totally just tell.
Ding ding.
You're like, the boobs don't match the face.
Ding ding.
Yep.
Shame. Ding ding.
Those people pissed me off too. I
Shame.
almost stopped watching because of that.
Because they say shame 1,000 times.
It was them and Ramsey at the same time, and I was like, Super Saiyan mode. I was just like, I'm gonna Hulk out here soon.
You know that the books stopped after I think season 5 or 6,
Yeah.
and then
Now it's independent writing.
it was the two showrunners that did the writing.
Are they keeping okay when they do that? Do they keep in contact with the original writer?
They did, and he pretty much told them, he was like, "You need to continue this show until season 12 or 13
Holy shoot!
because there's so many characters developing still."
Oh yeah, there were tons.
And he was right. But instead, the
I
showrunners
don't
were
know
like,
if you could take it
"Nah,
that
we're just
deep.
gonna take the story, butcher it, put a lot of action in it. People will like really like it." And people were like, "We don't care about the action."
Put a Starbucks cup in it and call it a wrap.
Exactly. And a water bottle. 2 water bottles
Water
on
bottles.
the last.
Oh no.
Well, you don't see because they took it out
Yeah,
already.
they took the Starbucks cup out too.
Yeah. But yeah, so everyone, because the character arches through the whole show go like this. And then season 7 and 8, especially 8, they go like this. Stop.
Go back. What?
Up. Straight up. So it's like, hey, Sean is thinking about becoming a rapper. DJ
And then I'm a rapper.
DJ Keith Fiddler. And then we show you here. Next, you're freaking sipping
Champagne, rosé.
no. What's the really expensive one?
I thought rosé.
Crystal.
Cristal.
Sitting in a hot tub
That's early.
with some
2000s.
honeys
Some honeys
and a mansion.
and a yacht.
A yacht.
A yacht in my
Not
backyard.
a boat. A yacht.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how Game of Thrones was. I love that show. But only until... And then they had freaking... What's his name? The singer in there real quick. That was
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
I got to that part, and he dies real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers or Noah Syndergaard though.
I think they're only... they're not as prominent as
They're
Ed
like
Sheeran.
guards, yeah, but they're not Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's only in it for like 2 minutes, anyways. Too.
He sings a song and you're like, come on.
Does he really?
I think so.
At the
I think he sings a
campfire?
song, yeah.
He's at the campfire. Was he singing?
I feel like they cut to him and he finished up a song. You know, the last...
And then his head gets chopped off. Arya does that, doesn't she?
What?
Arya messes him up.
I don't remember. Arya is such a good character, and then the last season.
Don't
Again,
go.
yeah, you haven't seen
too
it.
far.
Spoiler alert, but
Don't go too far. Should I plug my ears?
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna listen to this. I always listen to our podcast.
I won't.
after.
I won't tell you. We can talk
Okay,
about it
perfect.
whenever you
Okay.
finish it. We'll talk about. We'll do like one Game of Thrones podcast
We'll
by
just
itself.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Okay,
Game of Thrones.
I'll take notes.
It was so good. So like, oh, the White Walkers.
Why don't we get off Game of Thrones then, since we're gonna come back to Game of Thrones?
Okay.
White Walkers. You're so depressed. I ruined your
Well,
life.
because
huh?
the whole show builds up for the White Walkers. We got to defend the
Yeah.
wall. I know my accents
that's
are wrong,
where
but
it's
we gotta
going.
defend the wall for the White Walkers. They're coming, and then
Well, from the first episode,
exactly.
the first scene, Rudy.
Children of the
The
Woods
first
or whatever.
scene.
Yeah, Children of the Woods or whatever they're called. You want some more Jameson?
Sure thing.
Gold. That's a strange way of.
It is.
Is that enough?
Yes.
It's kind of like a. Are you Catholic?
I covet thee. Yes.
Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
That's how you get communion, you know.
No, it's not.
Actually, there's a certain way of like getting communion, right? Do you know the way?
Yeah, of course.
Sight.
I'm Catholic.
Like this and this. That's the way
No,
you get communion.
your left hand. Yeah, your left hand up, and then,
Yeah.
or if you don't want it, you go like this, or you can stick your tongue out, and they put it in your mouth. What a great religion! You don't even have to do anything. They
Yeah.
shove it in your mouth.
You go to church around like you go to church at 8. Around 8:30, you're like, a little hungry. Lucky me.
Thank goodness those wafers are coming my way,
As a kid, I never
and I
understood.
can get drunk.
Have you had like your first communion?
Yeah.
Do the thing. I never understood. You know, you're a kid, so you're just kind of screwing around, and you're like, "Cool, now I get to eat at church." You don't understand it, the meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we kind of drifted off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's get back to the TV shows. Are
Not
we
Game of
already in?
not Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we'll come back to Game of Thrones because that's a good one. We can get back to The Office if you want.
Remember Game of Thrones? Sorry,
This is still Game of Thrones, Rudy. What are you doing?
season 1, the beefcake.
Holy
That's
shit.
now Aquaman. What's his name?
Oh,
Jason Momoa.
Dothraki.
Dothraki.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My favorite lines when he's like, "I'm going to, or you're gonna give me a stallion that's gonna mount the world."
Stallion. See? My reference. They got that from me.
That's a great quote.
Ever watched Sopranos?
No.
A lot. So I never watched it live, and whenever it came out, probably 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
I never watched it live, so I just started watching it a couple months ago, and
Are you finished with it?
Maybe finished it on HBO. And everyone was like, when I first started watching, they're like, "Oh, such a great show, such a good show."
Pause. Can I have your nuts?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's good on the podcast though, because it's crunch, crunch,
Well, I'll
crunch.
move away. I just need some nuts in my life.
Yeah.
And I
They're
wanted to ask if I could
actually
have your
salted nuts.
Yeah, they're salted.
So why don't you take those nuts and put those salted nuts in your mouth?
I'm gonna put nuts in my mouth.
Yeah, so everyone was like, "It's a really good show," and I started watching. It's like, "Oh my god, this is torture watching through this." Don't freaking, well, comment if you want, but it's terrible show. Terrible show. There's good episodes, and then
You
it's
didn't
just
like it at all,
no,
but you still finished it.
yeah,
That's pretty good.
because you're like, "Oh, is it gonna get better? Is it gonna get better?" Guess what? Spoiler alert.
It
No.
doesn't.
Tony Soprano just gets. He wants to eat more. Have more women. By the end of like the freaking season, I know, like, may he rest in peace, but you can tell he's going downhill. He's breathing heavy. He's like, I'm like, maybe you should go on the treadmill for a little
Do
bit.
you like those mobster type movies and TV
I like the
shows?
movies, but that TV show kind of fell short. And I explained it to people, maybe it was because I didn't watch it live. And because it's so dated now, you know, because they're
doesn't
using
hold
like
up.
cell phones and
It's
that kind
no
of stuff.
Seinfeld, my man. It's no Seinfeld.
Because if you watch Goodfellas,
That holds up pretty good. I
Still-
watched that not too long
still
ago.
a great movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, but by Sopranos, the whole storyline repeats itself. And then at certain points, you're like, I'm pretty sure the writers don't know where they should go. Because, like, do you want to know about it?
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna watch it.
The wife breaks up with him because he cheats. Well, like, yeah, he's been cheating
doing that
since
the whole time.
Yeah, since season 1, and then obviously they go back together because the writers are like, oh crap, we messed up. Like they need to be together.
Well, I mean that's probably
And
how it
then-
goes in real life when a mob.
And then
wife.
he whacks off his people. I should have said that
That
in
still
one.
sounds terrible.
I should have said that in one sentence.
No.
That's what they call it. They call it whack off. Hey, go Tony.
And now you're making that hand gesture.
Hey, Tony.
Thank you.
whack off this guy.
Go whack him off. You know, give him a good time.
Exactly. Probably should rephrase that.
That was terrible.
Kill him.
Man.
So they
I was
kill.
like, what Sopranos are you watching?
It's just there's some. I mean, don't they have good things in it. There's good episodes, good stories, but it's one of those shows where like I would say 30% are good, 70% is not good.
Oh, see, that'd be pretty low on your list. I can't believe you gave Office 40% good.
Well, I don't know. It's probably a little bit higher because if there would be 10 seasons and season 1 through 4 is good, then it would be 40%. But since there's only 9 seasons, what's the math on that?
4 out of 9.
Yeah.
So it should be
45.
just 45, yeah.
Yeah.
44.74999999.
What's on your Sopranos? Good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, New Girl. Sorry.
Yeah.
New Girl.
Sopranos is not on my list either.
Who else?
Even though they whack off guys. But Office, Parks and Rec. Have you dove down that?
Season
rabbit
1
hole?
is
Season 1's a slow start. You got to learn the characters. But once the characters develop, then it's just money in the bank.
then it's good, and then it falls short again at the end.
No, I think it ends, even though they did the whole jump forward, it ends pretty well.
Actually, I gotta be honest, I've never seen the last 2 seasons.
So I thought the second to last season was the last season, so I stopped watching. I didn't know it existed, and then I found out not that long ago that there was another season, and I was like, man, I thought they ended it, so I was like, cool, they're done. And so I started watching the next one, and it's pretty good. They could have still ended it with the second to last season, but it's amazing. So you only watched
I don't even know. How many seasons are there total?
7, I think.
So I probably watched 5.
That's pretty good. Those are like the main
Yeah,
good
they're
episodes.
good. They're good, but for some reason at the end I was like, I think it was when Chris Pratt, thanks for showing up by the way, started doing
Yeah, we're
movies.
talking about your show, and he can't even show up. What a jerk.
Because he was like, remember him in the first season? He was this big, klutzy dude.
Well, he goes back. He's always a big klutzy dude.
But then he became like jacked when he did Guardians.
But he wasn't jacked in Parks and Rec.
Was he not?
No, they didn't
was
really
after
show
that?
it.
They
They
hit
didn't
him.
show it. Like literally one of the episodes, he's like trying to do fitness testing, and he can't. He can barely run a mile. And then he's like, I don't know how good of shape I am. And then he flips around and he squeezes his butt together, and he's like, but I can do this. Squeezes the butt together, and then lets it go. And he's like, so I should be fine, right? It's like, that's not a fitness test.
And Perkins.
Yeah. No, you gotta do double. Yeah,
And Perkins.
Yeah.
Annoying as hell.
Fucking hate Rob Lowe.
Exactly. That's why I think I stopped watching it.
Hate Rob Lowe. Worst person in the world.
Well, he was good in
Nothing?
Tommy Boy.
No, he's good in absolutely nothing. He's terrible.
And Austin Powers. Dos. He's number 2.
A young number 2.
Young number 2.
Yeah, but he's terrible in
gonna
that too.
cry?
I
You gonna
hate
cry?
Rob Lowe. Okay?
Just as in general as a person?
Yeah.
Why?
His acting sucks. Everything about him's stupid.
But
His face annoys me.
His face is like an angel.
His face is one that
Especially-
I would like to put my fist into and make him cry
For women.
like a weeping child.
Women are like,
He's not even good looking. I'll admit when a guy is good looking, he
I
is
don't.
not one of them.
oh,
What are you doing?
my lips have getting a little chapped.
It looked like a glue stick from elementary school.
I'm addicted to this.
Ooh, okay.
I do it just
Like it's a habit?
yeah. Right now, I just picked it up just because.
That's weird.
It is.
One of my cousins won't put that on. He'll put it on his finger and then rub it on.
Well, I just put it on and I wipe it off.
I've tried to avoid that most of my life, but I'm like, okay, when you need chapstick, sometimes you need chapstick. But at first, when I was younger, I was like, that looks really feminine to put chapstick on like that. And so I didn't do it, but I don't care now.
I don't care.
So I'll do it.
Can you bring my chopstick?
Chopstick.
'Cause my lips hurt real bad.
All right, chill out, Napoleon.
Make yourself some damn quesadillas.
Okay, so if you were a character in Parks and Rec, you would be...
The dude that got busted for sexual harassment. Hashtag. Me too.
Sexual harassment.
Um.
In real life, or...
Yeah, in real life.
Aziz Ansari?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's my character too.
Because he's
Tommy.
like just
Yeah.
he's just screwing around, trying to like come up with business ideas.
He's all about power. And like he just wants to climb the ranks but not do anything, and I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally he just tries to get out of work and he just schmoozes with people all day. Like that's his...
I know people like Ron Swanson, but he kind of once he I think found his, because he kind of changed too, you know, a little bit, because he was always the straight like dude that was no nonsense, right? But I feel like he became more and more like that in the later seasons. And
no,
he was
they
just
showed his edges. Like he's still this hard person, but they showed that he could have the soft side every once in a while. Like when he went on a treasure hunt for Leslie, and he's like trying to be manly about it. He'd be like, "Well, I mean, if you need help, I guess I'd be burdened to help you, but I would help you." And then he's just like, the next scene, he's just like, "Ooh, I got a clue." Ooh. He's like giddy like a child. But that's fine with me.
I'm gonna switch topics here.
Whoa.
Best TV show music theme
Oh.
music.
I was thinking about that earlier, but
Because I just rewatched Step by Step.
yeah.
By step.
Dude, those 90s shows have it on lockdown for theme songs.
It's all the same
they're
dude.
all good.
It's all the same dude.
Like Family Matters, that was a good one.
Full House.
Full House was okay. I don't like Full House all that much anyways.
The song or the show?
Both.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of.
Favorite theme song? I like when shows just get to the point.
You know what my favorite theme song is?
What?
A-Team. If you can find him,
That's
maybe
not a
you can
song.
hire.
Those are someone
Dun,
talking.
dun, 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 dun. That's if you want to work out real hard. If you want to pump some iron.
Just repeat that.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
I like Modern
dun,
Family
dun, dun.
because they have like a quick. It's just done. We're
You know
into the
about
show.
The Office? I didn't like the theme song at first,
Super annoying, yeah.
and then I was like, "That's kind of cool."
It's all right. It's whatever. But again, short and quick. I hate when it's drawn out and it introduces every character and then this and this and this. It's like I just go.
Always Sunny is pretty cool.
What is theirs?
It's like some classical. All their music is pretty
Oh,
much
and
the
it's a
classic.
street, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
filmed it on like home tape.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that one's okay.
The
I
music
like
is
short
good.
and sweet.
Yeah,
Short and sweet, get me to the show. I don't need this long, drawn-out process where you sing 3 verses.
Game of Thrones has the longest freaking theme song.
I've never watched it.
And one of the-
always...
It's one of the best too.
Yeah, it's okay, but I can get that at the end. I fast forward until I see the sword. And then I'm like, okay.
No,
that's
you gotta
my-
watch it.
that's my
the
point.
freaking HBO
No.
sign comes on.
The only thing is I'll watch it like one time at the beginning of the season to show me, because it changes and it shows the new cities that come up.
Symbolism.
Or that are, yeah. So it's not symbolism. It's just
It is.
the intro.
No,
That's
because
not symbolism if it's in the intro.
in the later seasons, the tiles that turn blue. It shows the White Walkers advancing. There's a lot of symbolism in there.
Oh.
Rewatch
So
it
maybe
again.
I'm missing it.
Yes, exactly.
Darn. So maybe I'll step up my game and not watch
And then
it every
they go to
once every
different,
season.
like to a different city, and all of a sudden some of the rooms are destroyed. And you're like, why is this broken? Oh,
Oh, really?
because yeah.
Hey.
Rewatch it. things
It's a
on
waste
the
of 3 minutes of my life, though, Rudy.
things on the sword and the circle and stuff, different symbols, shows you, oh, that happened, that happened, that happened, that happened.
Okay. Well, I can't spare 3 minutes of my life to watch a freaking intro.
But Game of Thrones, it's worth it.
No. Because then the whole episode's like 58 minutes.
I looked forward to it. I wanted the HBO's thing to pop up and do its TV turn on from the 90s.
Yeah. That's very impressive that they kept with that they haven't changed. I like it.
Oh, have you ever watched 30 Rock?
Yeah, it's didn't I say it's one of my top shows?
I don't think so.
Rewind the tape right now. Okay, you watched it now. Did I say that 30 Rock was one of my favorite shows?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. It is.
Let's talk about
Loved all the characters. Have you seen them all, though? How many times have you watched 30 Rock?
all the way through?
Yeah.
Once. Rewatched it 2 or 3 times.
Okay. So
But not all the way through.
you're close to my level. I've probably seen them 4, 5 times all the way
It's
through.
really smart comedy, actually.
Super smart. And that's what I loved about it. Because it's like so much more than... Every time you watch it, you get something different.
Yeah.
And each character is just built up on another character. And it's amazing. Strong suggests go watch 30 Rock if you have
You know
not already.
The cool thing that they
And
did.
every single season is good.
Yeah.
There's no downside. Even how they ended it, I was like, okay, it's hard to end a show, but they ended it pretty well. And then you're like uplifted at the ending. You're like, oh, this is good for everybody.
You know what cool thing they did? The live show.
They did that twice.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Did you? Okay, so this is how in depth I'm for that. They did 2 recordings of it, East and West.
Really?
I've seen both. So I've literally watched, because they did East first, obviously. East is ahead of us in time zone. And then they did West.
If you live in the West. Because where do we live?
Yeah, who knows? Mountain time.
Seattle.
Wait, what? Okay. So there's 2 different. So there's literally different lines they use. Different people came in. Kim Kardashian was in the West Coast version. And then Paul McCartney was in the East Coast version. Dude, it's insane. Rewatch it. It's almost like a different show.
Really?
And then you can tell where they mess up a little bit in the East Coast, and then like they'll hit it in the West Coast, or they'll like revamp it in the West Coast when something doesn't hit right, and then they'll mess up somewhere in the West Coast.
Do they have that, like wherever it's shown on Netflix or Hulu or whatever? Do they have both versions or just one?
Ooh, I don't know.
How did you see it? Streamed it illegally? Something like that?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not illegal. Because
Well, who knows? Because this was years ago. They're on my computer. That's where they're at. I probably have them. I could give them to you.
I wouldn't mind watching
I
them.
think I have both copies.
Did they do it for both live shows?
I think so. But it's funny because they'll like stumble on one thing in one of them, and then you rewatch it and you're like, oh, he nailed it that time. Or like, do you remember when the poster fell in one of them and it wasn't in the other one?
Oh.
And so they just ran with it. So you're like, holy shit. So they had a sequence of like 30 seconds where they had to run with something that messed up. And so then you appreciate it that much more.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then in like the East Coast version, one time they'll laugh at a joke, and they'll like, you know, in Saturday Night Live when they're like,
Yeah.
it'll be like that. But then the West Coast, they're like, all right, we got this. You know, we've had a couple hour break. We can do this.
That's the thing about those actors. They're so good at improv, you know.
So good.
They
Like
just
if
run
something
with it.
happened if say that guitar like fell or something, I'd be like, what?
Silence.
Wait, what just happened? And I'd like analyze it instead of just moving forward with, okay, I know I have to talk about this continuously, so I'm gonna keep talking.
They do that if you watch Always Sunny bloopers.
Yeah.
They do that a lot too. The lines are always different. The bloopers, you know, they're like.
I feel like in a lot of those shows, once they get a couple years under their belt, they're just like, all right, we're gonna take a couple takes, whatever sticks. This is roughly the line we want you to say, but you do you, and wherever it goes, it goes. I think they did that in The Office a lot, and you can kind of tell every once in a while, like especially with Michael Scott's character, that they're just like, all right, this is a monologue. this is what we're kind of talking about. Take it wherever you want. And I bet you he was just like, all right, roll it. And he was just like, blah, 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 blah. Cut. Roll it. Okay, I got another way to do it.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
just kept going and going and going. And like, it's like throwing food against the wall, whatever sticks, like, let's take it. And then you have like 20 things of gold to dig through. And you're like, yep, this is the best of it.
You know what show did that actually?
What show?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, Larry David.
Have you ever watched that?
No, I think I've seen like 2 episodes.
That entire show is made where they go, here's the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to walk into this room. You're going to find a, teddy bear. But the teddy bear has a camera in it. It's been recording everything you said for the past 2 weeks. There's another character that's going to enter, and you guys have to talk about it. And then there's just improv.
Free ball it.
The entire show is made that way.
That's good stuff. See, I like that stuff. I can't think like that, so I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They're impressive. And you're like, oh, yeah, they get paid millions of dollars to do this.
Yep.
I do not get paid millions of dollars.
To do this. We get paid in Coors
Coors.
Light, though.
Steve from Curse.
Blue Mountains.
Yeah.
Um.
But 30 Rock, who's your favorite character? There's a lot of good characters in that one.
Alec Baldwin is pretty good. I don't know what
Okay, so before 30 Rock, Alec Baldwin, underappreciated. After 30
you.
Rock, yeah, from me. Didn't like him. Didn't care for him. Don't care for any Baldwins. They have no talent. I don't get, no. After 30 Rock, I'm like, holy shit. This guy is amazing. Between his like voices, his presentation, everything about him. I was like, he is amazing, hands down. So when he came on Saturday Night Live, I was like, yep, gotta watch it. Gotta do everything.
Now he does Trump.
Now he does Trump. He's so good. I love him.
You're fired. Oh, did you ever watch The Apprentice?
No.
Reality show?
You're fired.
You're
That's
fired.
about as far as I knew. And Omarosa, she was crazy. I know that.
Actually, not a bad show, The Apprentice.
Really?
If you enjoy just... I don't know, it was a good show. I was in Canada.
See, that's one of those reality. I don't.
You don't do it reality shows?
I have to be in a mood.
I like Guy Fieri. I think
I know.
mentioned it a
we've
couple
mentioned
times.
this. I love your Guy
Because
Fieri.
all Guy
imitation.
Fieri shows are 3 letters. It's Dinners, Drive-Ins, and Dines, Guy's Grocery Games. Freaking anything. He's like, oh, what can I call this show? I'm Guy. We're going to be in a grocery store. And it's games. Guy's Grocery Games. Triple G. Yes, that's it.
Keep it simple. KISS.
Well, and then the other one here, he drives in his drop top. I'm going to go to...
I'm Guy Fieri. I'm in my drop top.
I'm gonna go to dinners. Oh, diners, drive-ins, and dives. Call it Triple D. Come on, Guy Fieri.
How many shows does he have?
A lot, but they're all 3 letters. And he's the one that laughs without making a sound. He always does that.
His hair is like
The
straight
best.
out of like late 90s.
He
Have
doesn't
you
even...
seen those visors that have his hair
Yes.
basically?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's him.
Dude, if someone... Have you ever met someone that has the visor without...
Fun fact, Rudy, I've seen Guy Fieri in person at a Best Buy of all places.
In California?
Spokane.
Maybe he was in a dive or diner.
I don't know what the hell he was doing.
He probably was there for a show.
Probably there's somewhere. We got to look it up.
I wanted
and
to
then go there.
What was I gonna say? I wanted to finish the sentence.
My bad.
Diners, drive-ins. He
Dives. That's my fault.
I'm pretty sure it was about him. What was I talking about before? You interrupted me rudely.
I tapped you on your knee though.
Yeah,
So that was appropriate.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
What was I talking about?
I don't know. So let's go somewhere else.
Okay, I met.
Oh,
freaking-
hat hair.
hat hair.
Hair.
Yeah, have you ever met someone that has the visor that's cut up on the top, but then the hair is sticking out? It's the same. So I've been to. If you go to the beach,
Like their actual hair?
yes,
Yeah.
If you go to the beach, anywhere in the beach, anywhere in the world, there will be a dude that wears cargo shorts, like a flowy kind of Hawaiian shirt, buttons unbuttoned, has a visor, hair sticking out, total party animal.
with a
Always.
gold chain.
Gold chain.
It has to have the gold chain.
I saw
too.
one dude at the at a concert, and I was like, "That's a party animal right there." It dressed, and it's the same personality.
Did you ever wear a visor?
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
I had the.
Did you ever have your hair spiked up or slicked?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. With
But-
the visor? Oh,
but I only wore the visor to Vegas because
Veggie?
I like that movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
Johnny Depp. Come on, you bastard!
Wait, so you wore the old school betting visor? Like the bookie?
It had like green.
Yeah.
Green see
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore
That
that.
doesn't count then.
Yeah, it wasn't like a
You
real
never
visor.
like actually wore a visor?
Come on, you.
I wore like a yellow and
Have you ever
red
seen that
visor.
movie?
I had and I had a brown visor, and I think I had a light blue visor.
I never got into that. If you go to
Dude,
like
I was such a cool kid.
Alabama, and again, hopefully, I don't know who's watching, but if you go to Alabama college, everyone Birkenstocks or those closed up shoes,
In college?
college shorts, polo shirt, visor. Boom.
Oh yeah, I've seen college football.
You see like no, not football, college. You see like 10 guys walk into a bar, all wearing the same stuff.
Yeah, well, if they're in Alabama and I watch college football, that's Alabama. Wouldn't that represent the population of Alabama?
Not the population, but a certain
Some of
percentage.
it would represent a little bit.
for sure.
And I've seen those guys. I know what you're talking about.
Douchebags.
Ooh, that's generalizations.
I'm fine with it. Again, rewind to the very beginning of this podcast. Sometimes I say stuff that might offend people, but guess what? Get over it. Okay?
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, exactly. Crap. What was I gonna say about Guy Fieri? Oh, I met the other dude with the bald head.
Mr. Clean.
No, but he looks similar to him.
Patrick Stewart.
He's a food guy. Bizarre Foods. What's his name?
No idea. I don't watch the Food Network.
He does bizarre foods. I met him in Pike Place in Seattle.
Was he the dude that would do the food challenges and just like eat a shit ton?
He was another dude. Met him.
No, he had hair. The guy I'm thinking of does not have hair, and he would eat food.
That's like strange.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Zimmerman. Something Zimmerman.
I don't know his name, but continue on.
Something Zimmerman Bizarre's food. I saw him in Pike Place. He was doing a show. I was like, he was just standing there getting prepared because his producer, whatever, walked into the store and was like trying to make sure he can come in, all that stuff. Everyone's cool. I was like, walked up to him. I was like, hey, do you mind if I get a picture with you? He's like, I'm working. No, you're not. You're just standing there.
Yeah.
He's like, total dick bag.
Did you say, no, you're not, you're just standing here?
No, I just said,
Pussy.
okay. It's like, I'm glad I didn't get a picture with you
I don't want a fucking picture
because
with
I don't
you,
want to promote your brand.
you dick, but you are promoting his brand by
Yeah,
not knowing his name or the name of
Andrew
his shows.
Zimmern or Zimmerman?
Who the fuck cares? He's a douche.
Yes.
We
Anyways,
don't support douches on our show. Douche nozzles.
do you ever watch the reality shows like cooking reality shows, Hell's Kitchen or
No. Nope.
Hell's Kitchen? Is
I've
still
seen
good.
them, but no.
Hell's Kitchen is good because Gordon Ramsay
He's
just goes
just
in.
over the fucking top.
Exactly. He
He's
just goes into a
insane.
character.
Yeah. You think he's anywhere close to that in real life? No, neither do I.
Because you watch other shows with him,
He's nice.
he's different.
He's like giving people puppies.
He's
on
probably
the side of the
a
street.
little bit like that in the kitchen when he's running a restaurant. But in that show, he's over the top because they're like, hand me this Coors Light. And if they go like this, why you, beep, set it down, you, beep. You know, it's like over the top. Mm-hmm. Just hand it to me, you
I
donkey.
love the like Gordon Ramsay memes. Those are good stuff.
With the sandwich.
Well, it's like
sandwich.
a bunch of different stuff. Or the Gordon Ramsay like rating my food, and he just like trashes everybody on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Again, I think it's a character.
Oh, it's for sure a character, and it's built
Dude.
on this brand.
Best reality show ever.
Real Housewives.
That's a real. Oh, that is a reality show. I thought of
Real World.
Desperate Housewives.
Real World.
I used to watch that.
I used to watch that too.
There was like the guilty.
Who's your favorite city? Or what was your favorite city?
I don't even remember. Vegas, I guess. They always got into fights
With
like right away.
Trish? Trish? Was that her name? Tish? Tish? No. I don't know.
I don't remember any of the characters except for The Miz, because now he's
The Miz. That was
a pro wrestler.
That was Boston? Seattle? That wasn't Seattle. No.
They had one in Seattle.
They had one in Seattle a long time ago. Hawaii was good.
I don't think
Ruthie would always get drugged out and or drink out of her mind and have to get her stomach pumped.
really.
She's fucking crazy.
I remember there was one Real World, and some dude got like super drunk and he got arrested, and then he called the Real World phone and left a voicemail, because at that point they didn't have cell phones, and he was like,
No, I don't think they're allowed cell phones.
"Oh, that's true.
They
that's
only
true.
have the house phone.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we have a message," and they push on it. And it's like, "I'm in jail. I'm drunk. Get me out. I'm in jail." That's all it's like, and they're just like starting to busting out laughing, and they don't do anything about it. They're just
No,
like, "Yeah, it was."
They don't care. What are they gonna do?
and
Did
then-
you ever watch Jersey Shore?
No, never got
Dude.
into that.
It was good for a little bit, just because it's like, what the fuck am I watching? These people are insane. You should give that a.
They all
a
had
whirl.
nicknames. Just because of social media and everything, I kind of knew about them, but I never watched the
Yeah,
show.
I mean,
so I
you
knew
can't get
they're like
around.
they all had nicknames, like The Situation, and wasn't there another nicknames like Snooky?
Snooki,
Um,
Pauly D, Vinny, Ronnie, Sammy, Sweetheart. I love their nicknames, or their accents too. Like when she would say her own nickname, she'd be like, I'm Sammy Sweetheart. I'm Sammy Sweetheart."
you know what bothers me about those kind of people? It's like, "I'm Italian." You're like, "You speak Italian?" No.
Not at all. I just you're like, "Can you speak normally?" And they're like, "Yeah, this is my accent right here." And then they're like, "Okay, you're Italian, right?" "Oh yeah, we go to the market, we do this thing, and
Get the prosciutto.
yeah, you gotta have the antipasto. You know what I'm saying? Hey, grandma in the back."
And
They
the
just
gabagool.
build it up when they can just their normal voice is my voice.
Get the gabagool and.
The fucking Office. I'll have a gabagoo. If the goo's not on the side, I send it back. What's he asking for? A gabagoo? Yeah, the gabagoo.
If it's not warm, I send it back. But here's the best reality / adventure show ever made.
I'm dying in
Oh, we talked about this
anticipation.
already, didn't we? Man
Did we?
versus Wild.
What is it?
Man versus
Oh, yeah, we were beefing.
Bear Grylls.
We're beefing. I don't even want to bring this up because we're beefing so hard.
What's beefing?
We have issues with each other on this one.
I don't think we have issues. We
I
just
do, because fuck
disagree.
Bear Grylls.
We disagree. No.
Yeah, that's what I said last time too, and you're like, no.
He has so many freaking
No.
good advice. If
No.
you're ever in this situation, you gotta drink.
There's a video on YouTube that I watched not too long ago, and it's like Bear Grylls versus Les Stroud, and one video of them is they're side by side, and you know how it does the play this side and then it plays this side.
Yeah.
So it plays Bear Grylls' side. And he's like, when you're out in the wild and you need water, sometimes you just have to drink your own pee. And he pees in a bottle, and then he just starts drinking it. And Survivor Man's just like, you absolutely, it'll play his video next. You absolutely do not want to do that. You'll get stomach cramps. You'll get blah, 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 blah. And he's like, the smart thing to do would be boil it down. But then it goes back to Bear Grylls, and he's just chugging the bottle of piss.
That's the thing.
You're a fucking idiot.
But Bear Grylls says only
Only in dire, yeah.
only in extreme. I can't do this accent right now. Only in extreme survival situations, because there's a thing. One time, he peed in snake skin. He skinned a snake. He kept it. And he was like, "I'm gonna pee in this and keep it for later." So he peed in it, tied it up, and threw it over his shoulder. He drinks it later, warm, even warmer. And he climbs this rock wall. He pretty much goes like, "Guys, shut off the camera. I have explosive diarrhea."
Yeah, see, he's an idiot. Why would you take survival
Because
advice?
he's in extreme survival situations. Where this other dude, he's just like, "Oh, I have a tent, because I brought a tent."
No, he rarely has anything. He's always hiking by himself for miles. He'll have whatever like situation he has, and then he pulls. That's the thing. He has nothing, and then he's like, okay, I was put in this situation. When in the wild are you just ever thrown in the wild with like a backpack full of stuff? Never. So Survivor Man is put in this crazy situation. My plane crash landed. I can only have whatever the F is on the plane. Oh, well, the pilot had a bag of peanuts. Oh, and I can strip this foam for insulation later, and I can do this and this and this. But I don't want to take too much because I'd be carrying too much and I'd be wearing myself out.
That's the difference.
So much better than
Bear
than
Grylls is in the freaking airplane. He's shouting at the camera because it's so loud. Because
Bear Grylls is like
he hangs off like the side of the airplane while he's talking before he jumps out. I'm in Brazil right now. It's extreme conditions. I'm about to get dropped. And then he jumps out the freaking airplane. Nothing on. Except for a parachute, so he doesn't die.
He's an idiot. So he has a parachute.
He doesn't.
So that's like a tent. So then
Exactly.
He's like, oh, I can use this later.
See?
I use it for
That's
my...
what Survivor Man does, but you're just ripping him for it. Survivor Man is hands down better than Bear Grylls.
No. Bear Grylls has a...
Naked and Afraid, reality show plus Survivor show. Do you like?
Survivor.
Naked and Afraid. Do you like?
I've never seen that show, but you brought Survivor up.
This is...
Survivor's a good show.
Can we mention this? You see where I'm going with this? You feel me? How we started this podcast? You feel me?
No.
You feel me? Oh. We
Naked
started
and-
talking about your audition tape for Survivor.
I don't think we mentioned this in this podcast.
We've never mentioned it in the podcast, but this is pre-podcast. This is how we came up with the podcast.
Off the idea. Hey,
Off
we should
the
have
idea.
a podcast.
Based off this idea. And we started talking because we were just like going back and forth. And it was really good. Yeah.
This guy on Survivor, because I'm obsessed with
Yeah.
Survivor.
Yeah. And
I can be...
we were making you the wildest audition tape.
I don't think in Survivor history, and correct me if I'm wrong, people that are watching and not, I don't think there's ever been a German on Survivor.
I was like, he's got to be going the German route.
And I can just, if I ever make a tape, I could do like, "Hi guys, I'm from Germany and I would
And
like
you're
to
a
be on
lederhosen that
Survivor."
you're supposed to be wearing
Lederhosen,
it
eating a
sometime.
bratwurst,
Yes.
eating sauerkraut,
Just go all in.
drinking a beer.
I like to have beer and sauerkraut and bratwurst, and I would like to be on Survivor. Hit me up.
So you just go all that route. What do you think wins?
And then I show up and just like, "What's up, guys? What's up, bro?"
What's up, bruh? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing, okay,
Okay.
I think if I would go on Survivor, I would lay low for the first couple days. Just be quiet.
You
You never want. You never want.
You don't want to be the standout dude where
Yeah.
people are like, hey, that guy's annoying, get him the F out of here. Or like, he's causing a lot of trouble. Like, he could be dangerous later. I'm going to get him out early.
You ever watch Survivor and then like 6 episodes in, you're like, "Who's that dude?"
That's the dude you want to be?
That's me.
Okay.
Like I just show up and I'm like, "Hey guys, I caught a rabbit."
You're
Or-
just like the friendly, helpful guy
Yeah,
that randomly.
I'll make
is
some
here and
fire.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some fire, and then I disappear, never to be seen again for another 2 episodes.
You're lost.
Lost. Like lost. And then I show up again, and I caught something else. I brought a wild boar. Let's cut it open. You cut it open, Steve. Cut it open.
You have the first bite too. You're welcome.
So I really want to make I think I should be on there. They're still going strong, and I really want to meet Chef Probst, because I think
That's
him and
your-
I could be good buddies.
That's your crush. Your celebrity crush.
Yeah. Him and Bear Grylls.
That's terrible.
I really want to be on Survivor though, so I don't know what I need to do.
You need a better tape than the German thing.
Yeah, I should
need
just.
to
I don't know
step it
if
up.
with with the real world, they always wanted to see like someone crazy, right? They wanted. I go to parties all the time. I get crashed. I pass out.
I drink all the time.
I don't even know how to get home. But Survivor, I feel like they want to see a different side of you. They want to see like the.
They want to see a manipulative person.
Yeah.
So how are you going to convey that?
Yeah. I don't know. We need to come up with something. Maybe I could show me going to a drive-through, ordering some food, and then not paying for it.
Don't you pay first and then you get it?
Yeah, but here's the trick. This is for all you people. Here's what you do. If there's a drive-through window, 2 windows, right? One where you pay, one you get your food.
Just drive past the first one.
Yeah.
Just act like you've been there before. Just
Exactly.
straight through.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't even open that first one. You have to go pay at the second one.
Yeah, it's true.
And what if there's like people in front of you and you're like, you roll down your window and they're like, all right, it's 6:42, sir. And you're like, you roll your window back up. Just sitting straight there. That's your Survivor video.
Here's another thing you could do. You go to the trash can, you find an old receipt, you pick it up, and you look what's on the receipt. Mm-hmm. And if it says like cheeseburger, you go through a drive-thru and you're like, hey, sorry guys.
I didn't get my cheeseburger.
No, I ordered it without pickles, and there was pickles on it. Oh, sorry, sir. Boom, free food.
And then
Advice
they're
for you guys.
All right, let me see that receipt. And they're like, this is from 5 days ago.
No, you go there that day to the trash can. Obviously. You don't want to go 5 days earlier.
Oh, you're talking a trash can that's at McDonald's.
Yes. Go to it or any other fast food establishment.
You just stand outside. Your Survivor video should be you standing outside of McDonald's asking people for their receipt and be like, look at how resourceful I can be. And then you're like, I got that receipt. Hey guys, you didn't give me my 2 cheeseburgers. I only got one of them.
Free
And
food.
then you turn to the camera, you're like, making something out of nothing.
Survivor.
Survivor.
Next season.
Next season, Rudy is the ultimate survivor. Yeah.
I do want to be on that show though. It's probably one of my, if not the top reality show.
Would you drop everything you were doing and just say, okay, pause life. I'm going to go do this show for 3
Yes.
weeks? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can get away with that?
Well, I don't know if I could get away with it, but I want to do it.
What you would just
You
do
slim
it, though.
down nice. You get jacked on that island
I don't
because you
think
don't
you
get
get
enough
jacked.
food. Well, you
You
slim
wouldn't get
down.
jacked if you're not eating enough food.
Well, you still work
You
out
would
because you
slim
do the
down.
challenges.
You're working out? Don't you want to conserve energy?
But you do the challenges, so you kind of work out
It's
while
not
not
really
consuming
working
too much
out.
food. No alcohol.
The alcohol thing, I'll get you really slim.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing is, how do you go to the bathroom in those shows?
I'm pretty sure you can just go wherever you want.
No, because you have to cover it up, otherwise wild animals come. I feel like I would go just...
There's probably not a lot of wild animals that
Hey
care
guys,
if you're
I'm going to go
shitting in
for a
the woods.
swim.
Oh, you just pee and poop in the... You're going to poop in the ocean?
Yeah. Fish do it.
They're not naked in that show, correct?
No.
You have like... They
but,
give you
okay.
like Survivor shorts and Survivor tank tops.
No, so some people run around in their underwear. I'm like, why do you wear underwear? Wear shorts.
That's a tactic. Either you have to keep me around because I'm sexy to look at, or like I don't give a book and I'm a strong player, so keep me around.
But you have to be strategic about it because they might be like... So even on the...
Ew, I don't want to stare at his butt the whole time.
Even on the challenges, you kind of have to pretend like you don't know what you're doing because you don't want to be the best
You
dude.
want to be in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Unless you know you can win and you're safe, you want to be that middle person where you're like, okay, he's not that good.
Yeah.
But he's okay. So I'm not like threatened, but he's all right.
I'm a really good swimmer.
But then when you know you need to win and you're like, yep, I got to turn it on.
Yeah. Because I'm a really good swimmer. But I would just pretend like I can't swim. I would jump in the water. I'm like, someone save me.
But then wouldn't you be at the bottom of the pack?
And then I'm like, yeah, it's true.
You want to be just
in the
mediocre.
middle?
Yeah. That's like the sweet spot. Because if you're completely useless, you're like always sleeping in the tent. They're like, get this Rudy guy, get the fudge out of here.
Or they're like, he's not a threat.
I feel like he's just like a waste. They'd be like, dude, you're not helping at all.
Yeah, you
Like,
want to be
get
in the
me
middle.
outta
Of
here.
This is good. This is
You
good
want to be
tips.
definitely in the middle. Yeah,
Keep 'em going.
I'm your survivor like
Guide.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're pro.
Good. And I
You're
think
Sherpa.
And I think you can only bring certain amounts of clothes with you.
I think they give you the clothes. Like they always have the Survivor logo on it. So I think
No.
they give you just.
It's only the bandana that has the Survivor
No,
logo.
I'm pretty sure they have the tank tops too. It's been a while since I watched Survivor.
Yeah. They bring their own stuff. So I feel like the Survivor people are like, you can bring one shirt, one sweater, one pants, one blah, blah, blah.
So what are you bringing?
I would bring probably a hoodie / jacket. A hoodie jacket.
Like a zip up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I can use that when I'm really cold, when it rains and our camp is destroyed because people are lazy and they didn't want to build it.
Yeah.
I'm like, guess what? I got a hoodie.
What's a hoodie gonna protect you from?
Cold.
Just cold though, but not wet.
Yeah. And then I would probably bring my favorite shorts and these Vans.
Why those ones?
Because they're comfortable.
Yeah, but they're probably not gonna be after a while. You gotta get something that's gonna hold up.
You don't want to go in there with brand new Vans. They're going to give you blisters.
Well, obviously, but at least a shoe that's gonna hold up.
Maybe,
a little
yeah.
better.
Maybe I should bring some
These
sneakers.
don't have like a very good sole.
That's true. They don't have
They're like a
arch.
ginger.
They also don't have arch support.
It hit you. It hit you. It was a slow burn, just like a ginger.
Yeah. Yeah, something with arch support probably. Something I can run with. The only thing,
Yeah, but if you're on like the sand, who fucking cares about arch support?
you know, the only thing that keeps me going to actually make a tape, and this is the honest truth, is my knee. Because sometimes I see those challenges that they have, and they have to
Yeah.
climb up ropes and stuff, and I'm like, my knee would just give, and my
Can't you
ACL
just
would
like
just...
quit then? Just like fake it.
Yeah, but you don't want to be that dude that's crying. Come on, guys!
No, you wouldn't.
You go on and you win that. You win it.
While you're getting carried out. No, I don't want to be that
Oh,
guy.
you're talking about like when there's team challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be a. See, that's the thing. That's why you want to be right in the middle. You don't think your knee could hold up to put you right in the middle? You couldn't beat out.
I'm pretty athletic, but I'm just worried about that my knee will twist on one of the challenges, and then I'm
in
out.
the sand.
Yeah.
And you're done.
And then I'm out. And then people are like, he's
Then
the
you're
guy that...
airlifted out, and Jeff Probst is like, "What a bitch."
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I don't
for
wanna
your
do that to Jeff.
celebrity crush.
I have... Yeah. I want to be on the live shows. Like, at the end, I want to sit there, even if I don't win it, and I just want to answer questions, build up my following on Instagram, Twitter,
Talk neighbors. At
Talk Neighbors.
At Talk
this podcast.
Neighbors.
I'm going to do it. I got to do it.
I think we should get you one, and then we'll like put it at the beginning or end of a podcast, because that'd be good content.
Yeah. And then I need to think about, what do I want to do about my hair? Do I want to shave completely before I go into the show? That way the beard can grow. Or do I already go there with a beard? And then it just grows longer? Because like I said,
Let me see your face.
sometimes it hurts.
No, let me see your face. No, you have to move from the microphone. Let me see your face. Turn this way. Yeah, I would shave and then go from there.
What about top? Shave as well? Just go there like completely freaking...
No. Top long.
and just let it grow out.
Yeah.
And then do I get a tan before I go there? Or do I just let it burn on the beach over there?
You want a pre-tan?
Do I want to get short shorts?
Yes. There's no other answer. Yes.
Short shorts.
Short shorts. There's nothing
Speedo?
else. No. Short shorts.
Short shorts.
Yep.
Really tight.
I don't care the tightness. Short. Short shorts.
Let those thighs breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let them be.
I'm ready.
And you got your hoodie, so you're good.
Hoodie, short shorts.
Are you rolling shirtless most of the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get a tan while I'm on there.
Yeah.
It's Fiji for all.
How do you know it's Fiji?
It's always Fiji.
Oh.
At least I think
I feel like they changed it.
they used to do like different ones. Now it's always on Fiji, as far as I know. I think because they kind of like, oh yeah, it's nice here. Sometimes it rains, but our production is down. You know, like
What would be your
in.
specialty? Like, what are you gonna be? The shelter builder? Are you gonna hunt? Are you gonna fish? Are you gonna be the crafty guy that goes behind everyone's back and like forms alliances?
I feel like I will be what's that called when you throw in like something funny every once in a while?
The jester.
No,
I'm
Like
calling you the jester.
the comedic
Relief.
break, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. The jester.
No, I don't want to be that guy though. I want to be someone cool.
He's
Because I can
cool
just
every
be a
once in while.
character, right? I can just
But-
be a character.
At the beginning of all this discussion, you also said you wanted to be the guy that you don't see for a couple of days, and all of a sudden he's there.
Yeah, I'll be the.
So you can't really be the. You could be the comedic relief every once in a while. Just come in with a one-liner, boom, you're out.
Out again.
George on a high note.
And I'm out.
Yep.
Fill up water. Join the circle of whatever. They say something. I'm like, maybe blah blah blah, and they're like, ah, I'm like,
They're like, and then you vanish
That's
to the
my
woods.
cue.
You're gone.
that's my
Vanish to
cue.
the woods. You're out of here. What you totally need to do.
I should be on there. I think I would be good.
I think this is. I mean, Jeff probably watches this.
I could form alliances or not.
Yeah, would you be a lone wolf? Or would you try to get like a couple people here and there?
I'll probably get a couple of people. I'll probably go for the weak ones, you know?
You would want to join up with the weak ones?
Yeah. Not the beefcakes and the
Would you get the beefcakes out first?
no.
You'd save them.
I'll betray the circle of trust that I formed. And the beefcakes are like, what is he doing?
Yeah, maybe
Can
I
you-
want this guy on my team. I want the roodster, Rudy.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'll get the beefcake out first. He's a really strong competitor. We should get him out because he's going to beat all of us.
Yeah, I think you should get at least the top 2 beefcakes out first. Get that out of the way, and then you have so you're in the middle.
Yeah.
You have like 3 guys below you at least, right? Whoa, Rudy.
You said it.
I know. Whoa. 3 guys that are weaker than you. And then you guys get the 2 beefcakes out. Whoever that, man or woman, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Well,
Beefcakes.
women would not be beefcakes. They're, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And then you start picking the weaker ones off one by one. So you're still in the middle. Yeah. And then you cream of the crop.
Slowly
rises.
rise to the top.
Slowly. The key word slowly. You don't want it to seem like
Slowly.
you're gunning for the top. Like, yeah, we got those fucking beefcakes out. I'm the beefcake now. Like Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, I came in here and I took out all the beefcakes and now I'm the beefcake. No,
Don't
you
wanna
want
be
to
that guy.
slowly rise to the top, and then like a few weeks in, you're at the top, and then you finally get to a challenge that you're just gonna destroy, and you're like, I'm good at things, and you win
The whole damn
the whole
show.
damn thing. They never put your flame out. Because then you're trusted and liked by everyone you got booted. Because they're like, that guy worked his butt off. He didn't fuck around. He got the 2 beefcakes out. I appreciate him for getting those 2 beefcakes. Who cares who they vote for?
No one.
No one. They don't matter. Their vote doesn't matter. You want everyone in the middle. If they're like, yes, he did it the right way. He helped us. He helped me stay on the show longer and give me a chance by getting those 2 beefcakes out.
Do you think I should high five people a lot?
Oh,
Like, hey,
yeah.
good job, man.
You totally want to be
Hug
the
a lot.
supportive dude.
Like maybe
Like, you're doing great. Don't let anyone bring you down. Yep.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Motivational quote guy. Yep.
Once in a while, collect firewood. Hey guys, I brought some firewood.
Yeah.
Back
Are
to
you cold? You looked a little cold, so I brought firewood.
You want it? You want my hoodie?
Yeah. You want to borrow this for the night?
I'll give you my hoodie.
Okay.
But only if we snuggle.
Terrible. No, get a video out.
Yeah.
Get that rolling.
I'm doing it right after this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut this short then. It's dinner time, Rudy.